Ciao! Today I have lots to do. And if you ask yourself why I have so much makeup on it, which is not normal for me, but I always put it up when I take a video for my identity series. And this is why I'm wearing makeup like that. So now I'm setting up the whole scenery. It's not that big of a challenge, but yeah, you have to set it up, check that batteries are on, that chips are in, and I have to make an add-on to the last video I took, and then I will just take the footage for the new one. Interesting topics. So yeah, let's see. Camera one. And camera two. And if you wonder why I use two cameras, there are two reasons for that. One is that it's more interesting if you can change the camera perspective during a video, what I sometimes try to do. And the second point is that I don't know why, but technology every now and then decides to leave me alone and just shut off. So at least then, in most cases, I have the other footage. This camera, for instance, loves to just go into sleeping mode, and I can't find out how to stop that. And then I start. It's 4 o'clock in Switzerland, which means church bells. I know I have the door open, but even if I close it, yeah, so I have to wait. You know you live in Switzerland when every Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon this concert goes on for 15 minutes. And then Sunday morning, 6 o'clock again. You must be loving it. Welcome to Switzerland. Good. So now that I finished my shootings, I'm hungry. I need something to eat. Yesterday, I was very smart. Normally for lunch, I just eat some bread and a sandwich, something like that, something cold. And then in the evening, I cook. And as I don't love cooking that much, and the less just for me alone, I normally when I cook in the evening, I just cook for 2 days. So the next day I'll eat the same thing. I don't care. A part of that I learned from the mother of a friend of mine a few months ago, that she cooks on Monday and on Wednesday. No, on Monday and on Tuesday. So on Monday she cooks for herself and her husband for 2 dinners. And on Tuesday, she does the same thing. So Monday, they eat one thing. Tuesday, they eat a new thing. Wednesday, they eat the second part of Monday's lunch or dinner. And on Thursday, the second part of the Tuesday dinner, which is very smart again. So what I did yesterday was I cooked some rice and I did a sort of chicken curry thing for yesterday evening and today, this evening. But on top, I cooked a little bit even more rice, because now I'm preparing myself a bowl with some tuna and avocado that I have left, and maybe some salad or some mice, I don't know. I will put something together in a nice bowl. So, see you soon. Here's my bowl. I guess it will be sufficient for tomorrow too, but Anyhow, try to catch the last rays of sun. Another point, when you live in Switzerland, you have mountains that just cut off the sun far too early. I'm sorry. Ready for eating. Nice book, something to eat, something to drink, a little bit of sun, and I'm ready. So I've edited for, I guess, 3 hours. And I'm done for today. So now it's time for dinner. Rice and curry, chicken, vegetables. The one I did yesterday, so I'm just warming it up. And I have a quick dinner. Ciao! Good morning. Today, as mentioned, is house cleaning day. I'm loving it. But yeah, it has to be done, so let's do it. I have activated my Spotify, which you can't hear now, but I'm listening to Prince, which also always gives me a lot of energy. And I start cleaning from the top, and that is one thing that apparently not everybody knows. I always thought it is basic knowledge, but apparently not everybody knows. So soon you will know if you didn't know before. When you start cleaning, first you dust everything, and then you hoover it. Because when you dust, the dust falls also down on the earth, on the ground. So first dust and then hoover. And if you have several floors in your apartment or house, you start from the top floor, and then when you've done the top floor, you clean the stairs, and then you clean the next down floor, always with that basic system. And that is why, for me, it doesn't make sense to clean one room or to clean one floor and not the other, because when you then walk up and down, you bring the dirt again a part of the bathrooms, because those you can clean independently, and I also do. So bathrooms and kitchen are cleaned much more often than the house itself, of course. So yeah, I'm ready to start the work. Not looking forward to it, but you know, things you have to do. So let's get on with it. This was given to me by a Spanish artist. It's a sculpture of a naked man, Antonio de Andrés Gallón y Wolf. If you see that, thank you, I still have it. Meanwhile, this is following Feng Shui. So apparently this is the spot in the room to put an open box with money in it, which should keep the income of money constant. I hope it's right. So every time I find some coins in my jeans, I put them in there. And then we have this little lighthouse. I love lighthouses. This is the chain from Cuba, which a lovely lady was selling on the market. Oh, by the way, this embroidery, I put it there because they built houses right in my back, and I didn't want them to be able to look into my bedroom. So first I had this, this wooden construction attached because they are higher, and as soon as you are not looking straight into it but turn your angle, it just shows you a completely black surface, but I get the complete light. And on top I have these broderies attached with cornstarch and water, so you can peel them up easily, and you clean it with water, and it makes sure that the light comes in, but nobody can look into your room. Still love this idea. It lost an eye. Now it has again 2 eyes. And my basic rule is, whenever you walk through the house, through your apartment, whatever it is, whatever you see that is not right or is not at its place or is dirty or damaged, whatever you can do within 3 minutes, do it right away, because then it's done. Because if you leave it there and it constantly reminds you, you have to do, it bothers you. So do it right away and it will be done. So, time to start hoovering. What ugly weather. Wow. this floor is clean. Now I water these plants. It's beautiful monstera. Beautiful plant. And this one, which will have, look at that, how tall it is. And it needs lots of water. Last thing, I'm preparing the bomb. Because often enough, when this is done, we just throw it down the stairs. And before we do, we scream, "Bomb coming!" In reality, we don't scream bomb coming. We scream, "Bomba!" So, small bomb. Okay, I'll show you. Bomba! So, one floor completely done. Time for a break. Dinner is done. And now, the most beautiful part of a break. While cleaning the whole house, coffee and a chocolate. And if you should wonder why I'm having lunch at 5 o'clock, 5:30, I am a night owl. I just go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the morning and wake up at 10 or 11 in the morning. So my times are all a bit shifted. But nonetheless, I sleep the 6 hours a night and work during the day and the night. So let's move on with this next floor and cleaning. clean. I think about my grandmother, Nonna, who every time she saw me cleaning, she said, "Hai una mano fitta." She has a dense hand, which means that you clean every spot and not, there and there, but you clean really every single millimeter of the surface. It always makes me smile. Do you know those vlogs and videos where women decorate their homes? I guess I have only seen it from people living in the US, and they put the books just the other way around. They turn their backs to the back and they buy the books just for the color of the covers. And I don't get it, because books, you buy them for the content and not for how beautiful they are. That's, let's say, on top. And for me, books are my companions, and I really, really love them, and they're part of my life. I love reading about humans and their stories, about arts and psychology, and yeah, they have become my companions. Now I have to bring down all that stuff. The Roomba. Then clean the stairs, and then it's time for the last floor. But first, have a glass of water. House is clean. I also cleaned the cellar now. Now it's time for the plants. All the plants here would die in a Swiss winter outside. But this area here, I have this heating thing that I use when it's below 0 Celsius outside. But for the rest, normally in here it's 2 degrees higher than outside. So they have a better chance to survive. And of course, if it's below 0, I heat it up a little bit just to keep them warm. And you see I have lemon. This is an orange baby. There's another one, bigger one. We have olive trees. We have oleander. We have lantana, which I love very much. Passion fruit. Did I forget anybody? Yeah. And all the spices. Rosemary and oregano, coriander. So I just have to get outside of my kitchen and I have the herbs fresh from my pot. This plant here is looking very dry because I forgot it outside. But it's still alive. There's some green, so I just keep it alive. And then, because it's too heavy to bring in, and when it's warmer outside, I will just cut all the dry leaves and it will come back. And this every Sunday, I just check my agenda. I have a complete week on two pages, and then I have those little stickers where I can write whatever I should not forget, but I don't know when it can happen. So today this is done, this is done, this is done, and this is done. One is missing. And tomorrow, okay. Good. All good, all under control. So the house is cleaned. Plants are all watered and beds are fresh. So now I'll have a little break and then I'll take a shower. So everything here is clean. So, house clean, beds fresh, I'm clean and fresh, dinner. And today I'm making potato mash with small chicken balls and some salad, or I don't know, some vegetables. But of course we have to start with the potatoes. So let's go ahead. I love doing them in the pressure pot. I love preparing them in the pressure pot because then they maintain all the vitamins and minerals. So you need just a little bit of water. I have to write potatoes on my list, so I buy them tomorrow when I go shopping. Patate. There we go. And some music. And whenever I cook some potatoes, by now you know that I'm trying to be efficient, so I cook more than needed. So the next day maybe I could use them for some fried potatoes or a potato salad. So I work once for 3 days. Not lazy, I'm just efficient. this is lazy. I have the chicken balls. So I prepare a little pan. They are already cooked. I just have to warm them up. So, and now I have to decide if I make salad. Olive oil, red wine vinegar, and the salad is ready. So, this is it. Today I have a call with a potential business partner in approximately 1 hour. So I better prepare for that. And then this evening I'm going to a party with my former department people, and I'm very much looking forward to that. So yeah, let's put that minimal makeup on, not the full stuff. My brain is constantly thinking about what topics I could cover with my videos. I have so many ideas and I have so many things I could talk about. But then I don't know what is interesting for people. If you look on YouTube, you find so many different topics, and there are people who have 10,000s of followers with topics where I really ask myself, why? Why would you spend some time looking at those people doing whatever they do or talking whatever they talk about? But apparently there are people who are interested. So maybe what I'm talking about is interesting too. To be honest, I have this identity series. I hope you saw it. And this is a topic which is so important for me. And I thought it would be of interest for many, many people, because how many millions of people live in that situation of having multiple origins and living in another country and having children. And these are exactly the people I'm addressing to, because I want to help them, because I had the same experience too. And a little bit of concentration needed here. Okay, one eye done. But if you look at the subscribers of my channel, I just have 77, which is more or less since a month or 2 months the same. So I started my other playlists series about quick recipes. Why that? Because I have always been a single mother since my daughter was conceived already. And I was working full-time, and I had a house to take care of, so my time was limited, very limited. So normally my day started at 5:30 in the morning and ended at 11 o'clock in the night. I never had the time to cook, you know, those dishes where you have to stand in the kitchen for hours. But even having the time, it's not my thing. I like to bake things, and that's strange because I love baking when I'm relaxed, because I'm relaxed, and I like baking when I'm stressed to somehow relax, which is somehow contradictory, but that's how it is. So makeup is done. That is enough. So yeah, I started this playlist of cooking recipes. And then I thought, you know, in my profession, you think in target groups. You are always, your first thought is, whom are you talking to? Whom are you doing that for? So I thought that there are people who don't have time not to cook. That's why they would like to watch my videos. But they neither have the time to look at a half an hour of recipe watching my hands doing something in the kitchen. So I started with 3 different formats, a very short one where you have the list of ingredients and just showing the key steps, and then I made a medium-sized version just to see how they are looked at. And then my hair is still wet from yesterday evening, where I took a shower and just put it up my head and kept it there since now. And I made a long version, mainly, yeah, of course, for those people who don't know about cooking, so they can really see one step after the other. But mainly because I was thinking about those people who are alone, and mainly young people. They go live on their own, and then they maybe miss being with their moms, you know, just the situation of sitting in the kitchen while your mom is preparing the dish, or your dad, of course. I think this is a cozy situation, and I thought maybe some of them are missing their home with the family, and they would like to have this sort of company. But I don't see any difference between the 3 formats, so I stopped doing the medium one. So we have the 2 edges, the short one and the long one. And then I started doing the videos about DIY and gardening, which is very similar, I guess. And now I've started my vlog. And I don't know. I don't know what people like to see. I know I have to be patient, but I would like to understand what to do, what people would love to see that is me. So I will not start doing strange videos about something that is not me. If I put myself outside in the public, it has to be me. If people don't like me, at least they don't like me, and not something that I just did because of clicks and subscribers. By the way, if you didn't subscribe to my channel by now, please do it. Thank you. So, dressing myself, and then I will prepare for the call. I still have half an hour before I just cook something before the meeting. So I decided to do some editing in the meantime. And if you want to know what I'm doing here, which is apparently my kitchen, it is. Because I'm sitting, I have a working place with a desk and so on, but it is so nice here. Look at this. The magnolia in full bloom. So beautiful. I can just see outside in the garden. My kitchen is the center of my house, and I am really, it's geometry wise, it's the center of my house, and it is from the energy the center of my house. And this is why I'm sitting here as soon as I can, a part of the evenings where I sit on my couch. But I'm here for eating, I'm here for working, because it's beautiful. I see all the flowers, magnolia, are blooming, both of them now, and it's really the best view you can have. I love it. So let's do some work.